Hi, this is Ellie with Full Moonlight Tarot 20, and I wanted to do a love reading today. So the top row, I asked Spirit to give messages for my viewer from the person on their mind. So this is not something this person would tell you to your face. This is coming from their higher self, right? And then the bottom row, I asked Spirit about information about this person, what they're going through or what's happening with them at this time. And this is definitely a twin flame reading because I have divine feminine energy that came out. So this is about a divine masculine. Now he's saying too many uncertainties, don't want to give false promises. I escape when I feel too close to you. Now that is typical for divine masculines because they feel, especially as the divine feminine is raising her frequencies, as the divine feminine is stepping into her power, transmuting chaos and drama in her life, past wounds and that kind of stuff, as she's transmuting and she's raising her vibration. The divine masculine feels that he's never going to be able to live up to her standards, basically, right? Because he puts her on a pedestal. Now, when I see too many uncertainties, don't want to give false promises, and I am stuck. My finances are a mess. This gives me maybe they're in a karmic connection. Maybe some things are falling apart in their life. This is part of their ascension as well, is that their world starts to fall apart. The higher you rise, the higher you raise your vibration, the more you come into alignment within yourself, your own inner union. This forces the masculine into his ascension, right? Now, his world is going to start falling apart. Where for you, things fall apart on the inside, you experience emotional breakdown, right? You're going through your ascension inside. The masculine is experiencing his ascension on the outside, and his outside world collapses because divine masculine is all about the ego in the 3D world. And the divine masculine, that's how he was raised, right? The man has to, they measure their worth by what they have. The job, their income, the house, the family, whatever it is, that is how they measure their self-worth. That is what they invest in, right? They're not very emotional at all. They're not invested in their emotions. And this is what they're being broken out of. So they might be in a karmic connection. Maybe they had a karmic connection that just fell apart. And now they're dealing with financial issues. They're recognizing that you guys are soulmates because they do feel the connection. Even if they can't explain it, they can feel the connection because obviously your chakra systems are connected, right? Different than it would be with a regular soulmate. For twin flames, the chakra systems are connected, especially the heart chakra, the solar plexus, and I believe it's also the sacral chakra that are connected. So they might not be able to explain it. They might not know what it means. They might feel like they're crazy, but they can feel you and you're never going away. It doesn't matter how long you have not seen each other. It doesn't matter how long the separation has been. They're realizing that no matter how long it's been, if it's been years and you haven't had contact, they can still feel you and they can't get you off their mind. So this is how they know this is a strong soul connection. Now they're spying on you, I see here at the bottom. Spying, social network information, and ways. So either they have a person that connects the two of you, so a mutual friend, whatever, that they're asking about you, or even if you have them blocked on social media, they might have burner accounts that they are spying on you with, and they might drive by your house, who knows, right? Or by your work. broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. So yeah, they're going through a hard time, or maybe they think that you are. Maybe they feel that you're broken and heart and destroyed, right? And shattered. Maybe I think the divine masculines really know that they've hurt you. They realize that their actions or inactions have caused you a lot of pain, divine feminine. They know this, and it must hurt them too. Because if this is the person I love the most in the world, I can't believe how much I've hurt them, right? Stress, turbulence, tension, and arguments. Again, this is happening in this divine masculine's life. A lot of stress. Maybe they're going through a divorce. Maybe they have to move, right? Maybe they have a falling out with family and friends, right? Because as they're going through their ascension process, they're going through the same thing you went through when you lost a lot of people who didn't resonate with you anymore. Or these people are turning on them now because this is spirit's way to get the divine masculine to go inward, right? They have their outer world collapse. Now, the divine feminine energy here tells me that you're really, really on their mind and they're really in their feels about you. And whatever you're doing, if you're not focused on them, that is the key on the whole twin flame journey, is that you focus on you. You have your divine mission. You have something that you need to be doing. You have your mission that you incarnated on earth to accomplish. And if you're doing that mission and you are completely engrossed in that, you're completely focused on that and nothing else, you can feel that you're coming into energetic alignment with your higher self, right? And when that happens, you're not even going to be thinking of them anymore, because that's where your soul focus is going to be. And you might be getting to that place where you don't even want them in your energy anymore, where you don't want to see them because you see them as broken still. And you might feel the toxicity within them still, which is going to repel you because they need to rise, right? They need to work through their toxic tendencies. They need to raise their energy in order to meet you, right? So you're going to get to the point where you don't want anything to do with them, where you're only focused on yourself, you're only focused on your mission. And when, and then what happens is divine masculine completely feels that he's cut off from you and he starts to panic. So when he feels that he might have a tough time getting you back, that's when he really wants to start doing the work on himself. So do you stop focusing on him. Honestly, stop watching tarot readings, because that can keep obsession alive, right? That keeps obsession alive. That is spying energy on your end, right? Because you're asking a tarot reader to tell you what's happening in their life. So you're curious, you want to know, and maybe that means you're still in attachment. You need to detach. So I usually don't advertise for other readers, but if you really want to delve into twin flame journey, look up on YouTube. She's on YouTube and she's on Instagram, and her name is Regina Shaman, and she is amazing. So, and she's been teaching about twin flames for over 20 years, and I love all of her videos, and they've really opened my eyes to so many things that are going on my journey. And it just keeps you motivated, because I know what it's like, because it can be so disheartening, the twin flame journey. It's so hard. It's so tough. It's not all lovey-dovey. It's not at all. It's not romantic, not in any way, shape, or form. It's painful. It's very painful, and it's transformative, right? Because you are meant to, the divine masculine is triggering you by treating you like shit. They're triggering you to rise, right? They're helping you to let go of your attachment issues, of your abandonment issues, of the trauma and the pain of never being chosen. He's helping you break out of those patterns you've had all your life, the patterns that keep you away from loving yourself and keep you from actually being in a loving relationship. So he's really helping you by treating you like crap, by ignoring you, by being with other partners. And he knows he's treating you like crap, like in the 3D. In the 5D, you're supporting each other, right? This is all a game. This is like not a game, but it's almost like we're playing a play. And everybody has their part. Everybody is a character. And the game and really the whole reason for this game is for us to raise our frequencies, our vibration, to be an example for other people, and to raise this planet out of the darkness, right? We are here to teach everyone on this planet that we don't have to live in these terrible situations that we're in, right? That we don't have to be suppressed and oppressed, and there doesn't have to be war and hatred, right? This is what we're here for. So remember that, divine feminines, and any divine masculines that are watching. I know there's some enlightened ones. So that's what I got for you today. Stay true to you. Do what you must do to not think of what your divine masculine is doing, because I know how painful it is when they're in karmic connections, when they're not seeing you and they don't talk to you. Do you. Do you. You have your purpose. There's something that you came here to do, and you likely already know what this is. Whether this is doing counseling, writing a book, anything that helps humanity, right? You know what it is. Do that. And it's going to change the whole dynamic, and whether or not you're going to be with your twin flame or not, it doesn't even matter, because you're going to be fulfilled either way, right? Even though if you listen to Regita's videos, she's saying that this is a crucial year, 2026, that all of the twin flames that have incarnated at this time are meant to actually come together in this lifetime, because we're in such a critical timeline right now. So I found that interesting. Again, yeah, I would suggest you check her out. Anyways, I will talk with you soon, guys. Love and light.